Hi guys, so I'm going to go through our mini quiz from Monday. It's a particle problem. Woo! So this is calculator active, so I've got my calculator right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plug this into my y equals on my calculator. And then I'm going to make sure that my window goes from 0 to 5 because of my initial condition is telling me that t goes from 0 to 5. All right, so once I have that, I can hit the graph button, and now I'm looking at the graph of this. All right, so the first question says, is the speed increasing or decreasing? So we kind of refer to that as, is the particle speeding up or slowing down at t equals 4? All right, so speeding up or slowing down, that's two things we need to check. We need to check our velocity at 4 and our acceleration at 4. All right, because speeding up would be same sign, so they work together, boom, boom, and go fast, or they work opposite signs. Whoa, just knock that over. They work in opposite signs, so then it slows it down. All right, so this is a graph of velocity, so if I hit the trace button and type 4, that'll give me my velocity at 4. So it is negative 11.476. And then my acceleration is the derivative, so I can do second trace, and then my derivative is number 6, so I can hit 6 at 4, and I'm going to hit enter, and it's negative 22.296. So they have the same sign, so it is speeding up. The speed is increasing because V of 4 and A of 4 have the same sign. All right, so same sign speeds up, opposite sign slows down. So the speed is increasing because they have that same sign. All right, when does a particle change direction? That's when V of t changes signs. So that's when it goes from the positive zone to the negative zone, or the negative zone to the positive zone. So when I look here, it's right there on my calculator and right there on my calculator. So I'm going to do second trace, and I want to find the 0. And the first one looks like it's between 0 and 1, so my left bound 0, my right bound 1. I'll have the calculator tell me what it is. So the first time, t equals 0.536. All right, and there's one more, and it looks like it's between 1, 2, 3, and 4. So second trace, I'm going to find the 0 again between 3 and 4. And it's going to give me t equals 3.318. Remember, we're in AP Calc, so 3DPs. All right, so the reason why is V of t changes signs there. Okay, next one. When does the speed of the particle equal 2? So this is saying the speed. Now we talked about that. The speedometer on your car goes from 0 to whatever, so it's the absolute value of my velocity. So we're looking for, when does the velocity equal positive 2, or where does the velocity equal negative 2? All right, so we're going to have to try both things because the speed could be either positive 2 or negative 2. And then it also gives me the interval from 2 to 4, so I'm going to change my window from 2 to 4 just so I'm zeroing in on that. All right, so I'm going to take the first one and find out, where does V of t equal positive 2? So I'm going to go to my y equals. In y2, I'm going to type 2, and I'm going to hit that graph. And there's one spot where it equals 2, so I'm going to do second trace. and I'm going to find where they intersect. Enter, enter, enter. And the first t value is, I'm going to just move that over a little bit, t equals 3.128. All right, so that is where it equals +2. Now we're going to go back and do the -2. And I'm going to graph that and see if there's any value where it does equal -2. And it does. It has one spot where it equals -2, so second trace. I'm going to find where it intersects. Enter, enter, enter. And t equals 3.473. Okay, so those are my two places where the speed equals 2, because speed could be either +2 or negative. Sorry, my velocity could be either +2 or -2, because speed is the absolute value of that. All right, last one is find the position of the particle at t equals 5. Well, if we're given the velocity equation, the position is going to be the antiderivative or the integral. We start, well, I have to see what am I given. My initial is 0, so I'm going to start at 0, and I'm going to find the top limit, or the top bound is 5 because I want it there. And I have to remember that I started out at an initial value of 10. So that will give me my position at 5. Okay, so now we're going to go to our calculators. I'm going to go to my math button. I'm going to go to FNInt, number 9, and I'm going to fill in my bounds from 0 to 5, vars, y-vars, function y1 with respect to x. And that gives me the distance traveled, and then I'm going to add to it 10, my initial value. So my position at 5 is -9.207. All right, so that was a little tough one. That would be like an open response on an AP. All right, have a good one.